Coming up on the show this week, we're going to be looking forward to the final round of the EWS in Finale Ligure, and we're going to be announcing our winners of the Smith Goggles competition.
We've got all the usual great stuff, so we've got fails and bails,
hacks and bodges,
Insta-Bangerz.
God, haven't I?
Yes!
Okay, the title for the show this week is, are EWS riders cheats? Yes, that's what I said, but bear with me. Okay, there's this little bit of an argument going on between EWS and downhill, because basically a lot of the top riders at EWS get to ride the tracks, we think, before basically privateers could.
Yeah.
That generally is summarising what we're kind of questioning.
And
where's it come from?
And what's really fueled the fire is the fact that Greg Minnaar has put out a bit of a statement, basically saying he's very excited to race Enduro World Series taking place this weekend in Finale Ligure, but he's going to do it like a privateer would. So that means no pre-track walking, no turning up early and riding in the area or even the race trails, and he's going to do it just to have fun and in the spirit of Enduro, as he says. But interestingly, Greg Callahan replied to him.
EWS round winner.
Basically saying that he thinks that downhillers are also cheating, and nothing is mentioned about this, but all the enduro riders get the heat for it.
I love it. It's two of the big names of sport just having a bit of a comment punch up. Yeah. It's actually got pretty good nature about it, and we're maybe enjoying the argument a little bit. But it is interesting because I think downhill riders, they don't get the option to practice as much as an EWS rider would, because the course is closed before they can get there. So,
but then we have seen that riders have been camping out in places. But the one thing that Greg did say is the fact that downhill riders do get lots of designated practice, enough time to get up to speed. Yeah. Whereas in enduro racing, you don't have that option.
Oh, I'm kind of confused. Are they cheating or not? A downhill is cheating a little bit as well, because the top riders, they go to a course maybe.
We did hear about Danny Hart camping out at Fort William. I've seen pictures of Troy Brosnan riding a lot in Leogang.
So is it legit? I think it. What do you think?
I think we should leave it to the comments.
Maybe they're all cheats.
The comments should decide. Comment, guys. What do you think? Leave it down below.
Ready for some fails and bails, Scott?
I think it's that time of the week.
Okay, we're going to start with this video from Alexander Bowers, who's out on a trail ride and he is having an amazing time on his bike. He's whooping and hollering. He's going pretty fast, actually. He's heading along and he's having a good time. He is, he's howling along. But he's getting a bit overconfident, see? He's starting to go really quick, isn't he?
Yeah, really quick.
It happens fast, so you've got to be ready for it. Ready? Whack.
Whoa! Oh.
Listen, but he's so chuffed about it. He's having such a good time. Woo! Have you ever heard anyone so excited and pleased to be on the ground?
Well, he is.
He is. And I tell you what, it's got me in the mood for a few more fails and bails. So what should we do?
You're always in the mood, so let's QVT. Whoa. Yeah! Martin, time for the caption contest. Now this is our mate Aiden, the social media dude. He had a bit of an unfortunate crash, bruise in his arm, cast on his other, so there's been some cracking ones. Jack Attack Film said, oh yeah, look at these babies. Stuart Reed, when you forget to do weights in your other arm. Lockie Gregory, when the Red Bull doesn't give you wings.
Bingo wings.
Bingo wings. And Felix Grand Gerard says, when you've got more bruise than muscle.
That's some good comments this week. I think the winner is when you forget to do weights on your other arm.
It's true.
Aiden, you need to get some right hand lifting going.
Yeah. Stuart, you're a winner. Send us your details and we'll get a t-shirt in the post to you.
Yeah, right. This week's photo that we'd like some captions on is this one of Scott, who's being attacked by midgies. But what is the comment? Caption. You know what I mean. Down below.
So the last couple of weeks in the Dirtshed show, we've had some competitions. This t-shirt and these 3 sets of goggles were up for grabs. We've got the winners. So the t-shirt, that goes to Moritz Wasepi. The Lensahide goggles, which is these ones, is Thibaut Gauchot. GB goggles, which are these ones on my head, is Ryan Morris. And Fort William goggles, these ones right here, is Patrick Henry. Guys, we'll be in touch very soon, and you'll be getting these in the post. Thanks a lot for sending in all your entries, and sorry if you didn't get to win. Maybe next time.
So, as I mentioned, it's the final round of the Enduro World Series this weekend. Now, Scotty, it's a big weekend because Isabeau Couturier could potentially win the women's.
Well, she could take her first ever win, and I think that it's going to be very tight. This is almost her home terrain, you could say.
It's going to happen. Cecile is going to get her ass kicked for the first time this year. It's happening.
I think that saying ass kicked is pretty strong. That is implying like a good old...
It's going to be a big gap in time. That's what I'm suggesting, and that's what I mean. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
I think it's going to be a good battle, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe some stage wins and maybe a fight for the overall.
Yeah, and to be honest, as far as the women's field goes, it really is, I think, between Isabeau and Cecile. So, moving on to the men's, what do you think?
What I want to know is, can anyone challenge Richie Rude? He had a bit of an off weekend in Valberg in France, but I think he is going to be coming back all cylinders firing. He's going to be going for it, and he has got the overall to play for. He is ahead of Damien Otton by quite a substantial margin, but should Richie not finish, Damien could come in. So,
the only thing I think, right, is Damien Otton is close, but he hasn't really won any rounds.
No.
I know he's won them in the past, but it sort of feels like a shame for him to Richie Rude to lose it to Damien now.
I mean, you'd have to be pretty silly to bet against Richie Rude really taking that overall. And especially, it's going to be 2 big days. So there's 7 stages this finale round, apparently fresh trails, and some of the pictures that I've been seeing on social media, they look a lot of fun.
Have you raced this one before?
I've raced it 3 times, yeah.
Good.
Very good, yeah. And the best part is, they end up at the seaside with ice cream and pizza.
That is good. Sam Hill?
Sam Hill, yeah, we can't really rule him out.
No, he's in there now, isn't he? He's put all his eggs in the EWS basket.
He won the last round, so.
We'll see.
Greg Callahan, Nico Lau. There's a lot of people that could be up there. A lot of people.
What we do know is they'll all be having ice creams on the beach at the end.
And probably a big party. Are you ready for the session of progression?
I have got someone lined up for you, Scott. You are going to be inspired by this.
Who is it?
Well, it's Torvides, which is a great name. I think it's Greek.
Yeah, sounds
Could
Greek
be Greek.
The spelling looks Greek.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, very Greek.
I'm teasing you. Right, curbs. You know how much fun they are?
They are.
Well, look at this progression of curb riding for Torvides. It's very cool. So this is where you start out 5 years ago. Just down the curb.
Up the curb.
But once you get good, you know what you should do? Hark it.
Yes!
That
is awesome. Yeah, that is a good progression session.
I like that. I can beat it. Because I've got this major Molly, she is about to send her biggest gap, 35-foot step down. Ready?
Solid.
Look at this. What? She's coming now.
Nice.
Big.
That was super nice.
That was some progression. If you've got some progression that you'd like to put in our session,
send it to dirtshed@gmbn.com.
Do it. Oh, you know what I'm fed up with? Twitter. I'm fed up with Twitter. It's boring.
Yeah, it is pretty boring. That's why we've got Insta-Bangerz, mate.
Yay.
Who you got this week?
I'm going to throw to this awesome post from Johan Borelli, who's showing us how to grind his cleats down and make sparks when riding bikes. That is never a bad thing.
It's almost like a superhero kind of thing, huh?
It's awesome. He basically gets off his bike and, well, you can see. Look at it. It's awesome.
No,
that is a good post.
I'm going to throw it straight to Jesse Malamede. He came on the epic ride with us, but he has got this short Insta-Bangerz video out.
Wicked.
And he's shredding. There's this one gap jump. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, then it doesn't look it in the video, but for real, it is massive.
How big? Give it a number.
200 feet.
That's large. Yeah. I like the 200 feet. Top comments, the top-est comments, the best ones. There's no other comments but these ones. These were the very best. And the first one is about the Nico Mullally Through the Rocks video. And Scott is being caught doing Tinder swiping at 2 minutes 50. Oh dear, Scott. Oh dear. Spotted
can I
on,
say, whistle?
spotted on Tinder. Next one is from Toasty Bear, and it's from the video of Ask the Pros Hardline. He wants to know, what was Rachel's time? Always thought she could roll with the men easily enough. This could be where she
does
proves
say
it.
that a lot.
Yeah.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, let's see it.
Was Rachel there?
She was there, wasn't she? I don't know, I didn't go.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got one for you, and this is from Jacob Pels, and he says, Martin is the Simon Cowell of the bike vault. How do you feel about that?
What does that even mean? Shout!
Oh!
Go for it.
That felt like there was a mermaid in the room rather than shark.
A beautiful one with a beard.
That's me.
Tom Grundy.
He's gorgeous.
Anyway, I'm going to throw straight to Chris Guevara in Sun Peaks. Now, I actually went there this summer.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've got to say, it's a bit of an undiscovered gem, you could almost say. A lot of people don't really ride there. There wasn't a single lift queue, and the dirt was primo.
Lovely.
It was superhero dirt. And Guevara, well, he's known as the Carver. He's one stylish man on the bike.
It's so good.
And he even says in the video the fact that his thing is traction and losing it, and he can drift.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Chris Guevara tired you out?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to wake you up with this one from my great friend, great friend, Grant Chopperfielder, who is a barrel of laughs, and this video about sums him up. It's wrong in lots of ways, but kind of right. So you should definitely check the full thing out, but here's a couple of moments from it. We can probably only show a couple. Time for some epic viewer edits, that moment where we get to see the amazing bike riding films you've been making at home and you've sent them in to us. So I'm going to start with this one from Corey Buchanan Scott.
Drone shots, Carmona,
It's actually pretty cool, right? Because what he's done is he's got his friend to follow alongside his trail runs in his car, which I think is pretty rad. So he's out on the trail.
Thinking outside of the box.
He can ride really good, and once he gets going, he's doing some cool stuff. He's got a nice little whip on him over these little jumps.
Kind of like almost a scrub.
But look at this little scene. Look, the car's coming down the track, following him on his trail.
That's
I like
wicked.
it. It's almost like a wire cam shot.
Yeah, cable cam.
Cable cam, yeah. I like that.
Good.
That's
effort.
inventive. Good edit. He can ride. He's definitely got some good. Look at this, burning it out of the corner.
Yeah, that's nice.
On the back wheel. Loves back wheel.
And then what have we got next?
Next
we've got
one.
2 this week.
Yeah, next one I really like. It's from Kyle Donahue. Hang on a minute.
Neil's? Has Neil
I
got
don't
it?
know. Well, it's maybe.
Neil's brother?
Maybe. But
Neil-
it's,
is it
I
Neil's
like the way
son?
it starts because Kyle has almost started with a bit of a bike vault-esque look at the bike, which
That could almost be like your pro bike that you're
it's
looking
close.
for.
I
Yeah.
nearly threw it into the
Yeah.
bike vault video
Cal,
show.
get your video in. He'll be.
But it's
he's
very
looking.
picturesque, and then eventually does spend quite a while on the bike.
There we go.
Pin it, and he's away. And then Kyle is off. I love it. I love this. Yeah, jump.
Good job. Nice. Where is this?
He's in Australia. He's Birmingham.
It looks good,
I
doesn't
love
it?
it.
Dusty and
Rah.
dry. The summer, of course, is
Go
just
on,
around the
Kyle.
corner.
Yeah, great edits. If you've got a viewer edit you'd like us to take a look at and put out on there, obviously the links to these YouTube videos in the description down below. And if you want to get some hits for your video, then send them in to dirtshed@gnbn.com. Scotty, it's time for my favourite moment of the week.
Yeah, what's that?
Bike vault.
Oh, let's get in there.
Let's have a look. Look at that.
Oh, snap! That thing is.
It's good, isn't it?
That's a super nice straight
It's
up.
a
I don't even
super
know
nice-
who he is, and I'm super
It's
nice.
Craig Tobley, and he is Nolly Warden. He's in Canada, Alberta, Canada, and he has set the bar high.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that one.
It really is.
Right,
That's
what's
a nice
next?
bike. Next, oh, Santa Cruz in
4
North
different
Yorkshire.
pictures.
Dan Bullock. I like how he's given us some different angles, and I'm going to give him a super nice for that.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
effort.
Yeah.
That's effort. Nice one, Dan. Ah, now Marcel Wolf, stump jumper in the Styrian Alps. I think it's too dark, man.
Yeah, nice. Skip it.
It's too dark.
Oh, it's a shame Neil's not here.
He probably is in the bush having knocking one out to that. Look at it. My God, handmade fat bike. Hubert Arnaud, you have made Neil's dreams come true.
You dirty man, that high-grade titanium.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I mean, for a fat bike, it's a nice one.
Zoom in on that top tube.
Zoom in
Ooh.
that tire, bro. Check the size of it.
Oh, it's fat.
Yeah.
Anyway, he spent too long on that one. Dave K, Giant in the Woods. It's nice.
Yeah, nice. Hey! Hey!
Ooh.
You've broken the golden rule in the bike vault.
I don't break rules.
Well, you have broken this one.
What is
Last
it?
week we said no hats.
Oh, shit.
What is this doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
You apologise to the viewers.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry about that.
Right, now you can continue.
Right, Johannes Rapp. He's got his Norco by a lake. Maybe you should throw it in it. What do you think, Scott?
That's pretty harsh.
No, I was just saying maybe you should. I think it's nice.
Okay, well, nice it is then.
All right. Johannes, it stays dry. Wow! Wow! I mean, helicopter.
That's 2 bikes in the vault, though. And a helicopter.
But when you've attached them to a helicopter, Will Clark, you're getting away with it.
I think you need to zoom in on the bikes because you can't actually see what they are.
Yeah, go on, pinch zoom.
That's a GT, and I'm not sure about the one behind.
It's gone all fuzzy.
Yeah, we'll give it a nice, won't we?
But heli biking.
That's sick.
That's cool. Aidan Poynton, where is he? United Arab Emirates. Wow. You know what? I'm distracted. It's a lovely looking bike. It's definitely nice.
Oh, look at that cassette as well. Cool. That's the SRAM Eagle. Super nice.
Super nice for the SRAM Eagle, but what's that stick across that gap for?
Well, maybe to climb. I don't know.
You couldn't stand on that. It would snap. Anyway.
It's out of proportion.
Fat chance. Look at that. That is super nice. Tom Jackson, look at that. Look. And he said he's determined to get in the shed. He's put in another bike. Fat chance, got to be worth it.
Tell you what, it's old school tan sidewall, super nice.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I like that.
Michael Nyman on a Scott Spark. Yeah, Scott Spark.
South Africa. Nice, man.
Oh, damn it.
It's lucky that we got through that because he almost ruined it with the hat on. But, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, guys. I can only apologise. Keep your bikes coming to the bike vault and you can send them to
dirtshed@gmbn.com.
Can I have Matt back because I've got a hat here. Time for some hacks and bodges, and I'm going to start with this one from George McCurrock, who's made, well, what can only be said as the gashiest stopwatch for a bike in history.
100% a bodge.
I think there was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek on this one, George, when you made it. I bet it works well, though, because you know what? The old, what's that tape called?
Gaffer tape.
Gaffer tape. Can't beat it.
Yeah, it's pretty gaff.
It's fabulous.
Mr. Grundy, next one, please. And this one is from Scott Ball. Check out his homemade stand for his bike.
Oh, nice.
So he even used a bit of broom handle right here to get into the size for the hole for the crank.
That is actually really good. It's
handy.
Neat. Really neat.
Really
nice
handy.
little bike. And to finish, we've got one of our greatest hacks and bodges ever, Barry Floyd.
Yes, nice.
Who you may remember for creating the GoPro, which was his own mobile video system.
Let me just press play.
What?
It's a video.
Oh my God.
And then a full screen and 1080p. Check that out.
Barry, you're a genius.
Nice one, mate.
Well, that is the sort of content we want from our viewers, a video for Hacks and Bodges. Barry also sent in another Hacks and Bodges a few weeks ago, so he is doing well. In fact, I'm going to send Barry a t-shirt. Because
Barry,
he's committed.
You're a winner.
That is good stuff. If you want to get yourself into Hacks and Bodges or Bike Vault, then maybe think about doing us a video instead of just a photo, because we love showing the action. Send it into dirtshed@gmbn.com.
But that doesn't guarantee everyone a t-shirt.
No guarantee it, but it'll get you along the way to getting on the show.
Maybe. Coming up on the channel this week, on Saturday it's a pro bike check with Rory Cunningham, second place at Red Bull Hardline.
On Sunday we've got Scrub versus Squash on A-Line.
Nice, that's fun.
Yeah.
And on Monday it's Maintenance Monday, and it's all about getting your handlebars lined up. Tricky thing to do.
And following that we've got top 5 pump track challenges.
Wednesday it's all about how to ride big, massive rock slabs out in Whistler and Canada.
Thursday's going to be full of your questions in Ask GMBN.
And Friday?
Well, we know what it is on Friday. It can only be one thing. The Dirtshed Show! Anyway, if you've enjoyed being here with us, then we thank you for your time. If you'd like to see some more videos from GMBN, then why don't you click on this video just here, how to hop to manual.
And when you click just somewhere about here, and you're going to get into a video that we did in Whistler, all the way from the top of the world, all the way back to Whistler Village with Jesse Malamede. It's our epic ride.
It's a great video. And if you click on the globe just there, you can subscribe and you'll get a free video every single day of the week.
And thumb up like, because it's Friday.